This is the Nightwolf howling at you, and today we're going to look at the McFarlane Collector's Edition DC Multiverse Starfire action figure. Now, let's talk about this wave really quick, because if you're buying these things, I'm sure you're going to feel the pain on this one. This was the most effing stupid release I've seen in a long time. And that being, besides the fact that these were almost impossible to find, being that I've never seen Starfire in the store. I had to pick her up at the Chicago Toy Show. And it was easier to find the chase variant of this line than it was to find the actual figures in this wave. You know what I mean? So I saw Blackfire multiple times at the convention. I saw Starfire once and I just picked her up as soon as I saw her. I think I saw one case of them end up at Target, and it was the chase case. But it wasn't even, I didn't even see the Starfire that day, or the Blackfire. I saw I think it's Captain Cold, was it? Because there was Penguin, Starfire, and I think it's Captain Cold or Captain Boomerang, or maybe it was both Captain Boomerang and Captain Cold. Either way, I saw the one with the big-ass coat, trench coat, and it was the chase version, not the standard version. So trying to get the standard version of these figures has been a pain in the butt, and if I wasn't such an introvert, I would actually have had recorded my conversation with one of the dealers at the toy show, because he was also complaining about that problem, that you could get the chase figures and not the original versions more easily on some of these waves from McFarlane. So that being said, side of the box is boring. This is from the DC Rebirth line of stories. On the back of the box, we see Starfire not really looking particularly like the figure we're seeing, because she's got the smooth, fiery hair. She's got a uniboob in this one in the picture, which is always kind of disappointing. And she's got more of the boycott shorts or booty shorts rather than the actual like leotard style that the figure has. And the other side is also boring. Let's open her up. Boring ass background, but she does come with a flight stand. The head sculpt and face don't look too bad. I guess it's hard to kind of screw her up because, I mean, green eyes and an orange face and red lips. Not too much to see here. Not too much to complain about, though. At least on the face. The hair will probably be a different story. But yeah, so I'll just throw the artwork up here on the side. But kind of as I mentioned, you know, she's got more of the booty short design in there, so that would have gone to here on the artwork. She's just got more of the leotard design here, which is fine. I'm not going to complain too much about that. I don't generally complain about showing too much skin on female characters. She's got the thigh-high boots. She's wearing high heels, which I think these are the same feet that were used with Catwoman. Heck, this might be the same leg sculpt as Catwoman. The arms are pretty basic. You know, actually, I think a lot of her sculpt might just be... It might actually... I think the arms and legs both might all be from that Catwoman figure that they did that looked like the purple and black outfit. Her hair, on the other hand, well, let's pop her head off here if we can. Ugh. That's different. I was hoping this would tell us, or we'd be able to get a good look to see what color her hair started out as and which part is painted, but I'm not 100% sure. I am kind of leaning, though, towards the hair was this red and then painted orange at the bottom. But the ball joint came out of the neck and not the head. Ugh. But as you can see, it is a double ball joint. We do have lots of wiggle room here. We can look down. Can't really look up because of her hair, but we can kind of look towards one side more than the other, again, because of the hair. Start with, let's be honest, this is Starfire. She's got a heck of a lot more hair than this. I mean, they tried to sculpt it in this weird shape. This is more for like the flying action pose shape, but there should be more of it. And I usually think it's better with the way they draw Starfire when she does flying and stuff. Having like a translucent at the bottom and then colored fully in the top would look better. She also does not have a butt crack. Her little code's right there on the back of her torso. The outfit itself is kind of boring looking. I know this is pretty much for their like rebirth style, but yeah, it's not that great. She does have butterfly joints. They barely move. She can hinge up and down on the arm and spin around. They did give us a bicep cut and double jointed articulation at the elbow. And her elbows, got the elbow pads painted too. We have a spin at the wrist and a hinge going up and down. Although this is this a double pin in there? So we can actually convert that to an in and out as well. So that's kind of nice. I'll give McFarlane credit for putting that in there like that. We have a boob cut. It does move a little bit. It's not great. We can finally get it all the way around. There's a little bit of wiggle at there. There's more wiggle, I say, at the waist piece. And we do have a spin there that is pretty freely spinning. She has, you know, just a plain basic diaper. She can almost do the splits. She can high kick. She can kick forward. She can kick back a little bit. And even though there's a natural cut here, and not only is there a natural cut here, there is also made out of two different color plastics. So this is seamed in here. So this is the purple plastic and the orange plastic for her skin, and they still did not give us a thigh cut on this figure. Why? Why would you not put a thigh cut in there? Is it really that much more expensive to turn this into a spinning joint than just a peg in and glued or whatever? So that's a disappointment. I feel like I'm always disappointed in the thighs with McFarlane figures. And this is getting expensive too. This figure was like 30 bucks. And the only thing actually you really get is a stand and a card. We do have a double joint at the knee. We have a spin at the ankle and a hinge. It's also got that kind of ball in there between them. So like with the wrist, you could always turn it and make it look like she's really freaking broken her leg quite thoroughly. She also comes with these two little blast effects for her hands. Because who doesn't like blast effects on hands? Which I guess they need to give us those because they only gave us punching hands and no like other hands in there. Oh, that one stayed on. The other one didn't. Oh, the other one's falling off. So, yeah. I'm trying to figure out if it's sculpted for a specific position of the hand in there. Because if I put it like this, I can't get the hand in at all. So I got to put it in like this to get it all the way down as close to the bottom of it as I can. And it still doesn't. Because it does. It kind of looks like... It sort of looks like the fist is sculpted inside there. So, yeah. So if we put it in as... Look at that and try to get as close as possible to that. That gives us our best chance of them actually staying in place. Which is not particularly good. Oh, I hate those things. I really hate those things. Let's check out the stand. All right, clip the stand in place. We can take it out if we want. There's a peg hole there for a foot. But this is Starfire, so you're probably going to want to have her look like she's flying. Well, at least the stand's not too horrible. Like I said, it's Starfire, so you're probably going to have her in a flying pose. I mean, I expect you to do the same thing with Superman. Oh, yeah, and I forgot. We do have articulated toes because, you know, the toes really help out when you don't have that thigh articulation. Anyway, this is, again, just kind of proof that I don't just buy Batgirl figures. But I do tend to buy female figures. They gave her a uniboob on here, too. That looks kind of awful. I guess that probably is what they did, though, when they did the Rebirth, so... This figure is actually more disappointing than I thought I was really going to like this figure. But I'm far more disappointed in it than I thought I would be. If they'd given us a set of actual boobs and not just the uniboob, I would have liked that a little bit better. If these things stayed on better, that would have been nice. Giving us some extra hands, maybe. Kind of did what I mentioned with the hair, giving us kind of a longer and some translucence in there. And in fact, you probably could have made the hair design so that it slightly wrapped around the stand to help hide the stand a little bit better. Or even, gasp, made a stand that had kind of the hair and the kind of light that flies, the fire that goes behind her when she flies, as the stand to hook her hair into to hold her up that way. That might have worked well. Well, let's go ahead and take a better look at her card here. It's the same artwork as the back of the box. Starfire, DC Rebirth, data file, real name, Koriandr. Oh man, I'm probably f***ing up her name. An alien princess in exile, Koriandr of Tamaran escaped a lifetime of brutality as a slave and lab rat for the Citadel and the Scions. Years after manifesting incredible energy powers, she led a revolt and escaped to Earth. An engine of righteous fury, she fights to ensure no other beings have to endure the pain and indignity that ruined her life. Although she should really put her sister in that position, since it's supposed to be Blackfire who sold her into slavery in the first place. I don't mind the stands so much for the cards, but I do kind of wish they designed them to better fit with the stands that they actually give us. And of course, because this is a flight stand, you can't even put it back behind it like you normally would. So overall, I spent, I think, $50 to pick up this figure at the toy show. She retails for $29.99. And I kind of wish I hadn't spent the extra money on her. But that's my thoughts. What are yours on this one? And better yet, did you find her in the wild? Or if you have her, did you find her in the wild, or did you have to order her off of eBay or at a toy show or Comic-Con or whatever? But again, just let me know what you think. And if you enjoyed this review, please feel free to subscribe. If you want, you can hit that notification bell. And as always, I thank you for watching. Peace and love. Although, technically, I'm not giving a whole lot of love to this figure right now.